Okay, lesson 1. We'll see how to access to the Excel. To access to the Excel software, you have to go to your search box and type Excel. Then you can see in my computer there are two Excel softwares. One Excel 360, it's the latest version, and another one Microsoft Excel 2010. So for this lesson, we will use Microsoft Excel 2010. You have to click on that, and then it will automatically open this Excel workbook. We are calling this as Excel workbook or Excel worksheet. Then how to open a saved Excel worksheet. To that, you have to click on File and then click on Open, and then you have to go to the where you have saved your document, and then select the document you want and then click Open. Then automatically it will open the document. So now we'll understand what are the components of a Excel worksheet or Excel workbook. We are telling this as a Excel workbook. Inside the Excel workbook, there are different sheets, sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. In default, there are 3 sheets inside the Excel workbook. So I am in the sheet 1. There is another sheet called sheet 2 and sheet 3. Right. Then what is the title bar? Title bar means this is the title bar. In the title bar, it show the name of the Excel sheet you are using, Excel workbook you are using. In my case, this Excel file, it is test 1. And then it will show the software that you are using, Microsoft Excel. And also it is showing whether your product is activated or not. If it is not activated, then it is showing product activation failed. Right. Then there is a title bar. Then the next bar, we are calling it as menu bar. File, home, insert, page layout, formula, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 menus in the menu bar. So title bar, below that, the bar we are calling it as menu bar. Inside the each menu, there are a lot of tools. When you are clicking home menu, then it will appear so many tools here. If you are clicking insert, then different set of tools. So we are calling this as toolbar. When you are clicking on a menu item, the bar which is appear on the Excel, we are calling it as toolbar. Inside toolbar, there are so many tools. Then what are the column headings and row headings? In Excel sheet, the vertical lines we are calling as columns. These are columns. Can you see? And in the Excel, the horizontal lines we are calling as rows. Each horizontal line and vertical line, there is a heading. There are headings. So if it's a heading in a row, we are calling it as column heading. If it's a heading in a column, we are calling it as column heading. Column headings are denoted by English letters or one or combination of English letters. And there are 256 columns in a one single Excel sheet. And the row headings denoted by numeric numbers. There are 65,536 rows in Excel worksheet. Then name box. This box we are calling as name box. In Excel, we are name the cell by using combinations of the row heading and column heading and row heading. We are first using the capital or the English letter, Then we are using the numeric number. For an example, if we come to this cell, we are name this cell as G4 because the column heading is G and row heading is 4. Then this cell we are denoted as G4 cell. Similarly, if you are taking this cell, then the column heading it is J and the row heading it is number 10. Then this cell we are call it as J10 cell. So by using this name box, you can search for any cell. Just you have to just put the cell name here. For an example, I'll type here G17, then press enter. Then automatically it will take you to that cell. So we are calling this box as name box. Then you can see in the right hand side of the name box, there is another box with fx. This box we are calling it as formula bar. The formula bar we are using to enter the formulas when we are doing calculations in Excel. So we can insert formulas here and we can apply these formulas into Excel worksheet and we can do the calculations very easily. So this is we are calling as formula bar. Then cell. A cell is an interaction of column and row. As we said, a cell is created by the interaction of column and row. This is J column and this is 19th row. Then this cell we are calling it as J19. So columns, cells are created by interaction of rows and columns, right? Then navigation button. In any Excel worksheet, you can see these four little buttons. You can navigate through worksheet by using these navigation buttons, right? Then what is a workbook? In a workbook, there are so many worksheet. This is sheet 1, this is sheet 2, this is sheet 3. These are sheets. A workbook is comprised of so many number of Excel worksheets. Then in Excel 2000 and 2010 and uh, later versions, there is a word called ribbon. In this section, we are called as ribbon in Excel 2010 and later versions. The ribbon is created by uh, grouping different kind of tools. This area we are calling as ribbon, right? Then under the ribbon, you can see tab groups. There are we call it as menu bar. Under the menu bar, under each menu, there are so many tools, but these tools are grouped together. For an example, when we are go to the home menu, then under that home menu, there are so many different types of Excel tools. These tools are grouping together by using some sort of similarities. So this is a one group. Then this is another group. This group we are calling as clipboard. This group we are calling as font. This group we are calling as alignment. So under a menu item, there are different types of tab groups. Under a tab group, there are different types of tools. So when we as an example, if you go to menu item home, under that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 groups are there. Under first group, we are calling it as clipboard. Under that, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 major tools. So this is menu bar, then this is menu items, then these are tab groups, and this one is a tool. So tab groups are in the ribbon. Then we'll learn how to move around a Excel workbook. If you want to go to the last row mean the last row what you had entered the data. So if you click here, and if you want to go to the last row, you have to click, these are the keys, control plus down arrow key to go to the last row. If you click here and click control plus down arrow key, it will take you to the next data entered row, right? But if you go to the last row where you had entered the data here, and if you press control plus down arrow key, then it will take you to the last row of the Excel worksheet. If there are rows that had inserted the data, then it will take you there. If not, it will directly take you to the last row of the Excel worksheet. Then if you want to go to the first cell, first row again, then what you have to do, press control plus up arrow key. Then it will take you to the first data entered row which you can find. Then if you want to go to the last column, then it is very similar. If you click here and want to go to the last column, then you have to click control plus right arrow key. Then it will take you to the next data entered column. But if you want to go to the last column, if there are, if you don't have any columns in between this one and the last column where you had entered data, then just you can go to the last column by pressing control plus right arrow key. See, now you are in the last column of this worksheet. Then if you want to go to the first column again, then control and left arrow key, right? Then it will take you to the uh, next column where you had entered the data, right? This is how you can move around your Excel worksheet. Then if you want to directly go to a specific cell, then you can type it here. If you want to go to the K3 cell, then you can type K3 and press enter. Then it will directly take you to the relevant cell. Then how to go to the last cell contain data, right? We'll see. I'll enter something here, AAA, and now I will go to my first cell and then press control plus end key. See, it will directly take you to the last data entered cell. If you want to go to the first cell where you had entered data, then you have to press control plus home key. Then it will take you to the first data entered cell, right? Then how to save Excel worksheet. If you want to save this Excel worksheet, you have to go to file and then click save. Then it will ask the location where you want to save this file, and then it will allow you to save your file, right? If you want to save this document in a different location, then you have to use save as feature. Then you have to click save as, and then you can select the location. I am selecting desktop, and I will change the name and type this Neluka, and then click save. Now if you minimize this and check your desktop, you can see an Excel file in the desktop naming Neluka, right? Similarly, sometime you maybe have to give some report to your superior person. Then you can't give the total or the whole Excel sheet to him or her. Then what you have to do is you have to change the Excel file to a document type file like PDF or Word, and you have to give it. Then how to do this? You have to click on the file and then click save as. Then there you can see where you want to save. I am selecting the desktop, and then file name I'll keep as it is Neluka. Then save as type, I'll change this to PDF, and then click save. Now if you check the desktop, you can see there is a PDF file created Neluka. Because when you are giving a Excel document to someone else, if you are giving as it is in the Excel, then they can change the data inside your Excel worksheet. If you are giving it as Excel, then what you have to do is you have to convert it to PDF. Then PDF, no one can change the data inside that document. So you have to change it to PDF, and you can give or email to anyone else. Then sometime you maybe want to take your Excel file to a different computer and work on your Excel file using that computer. Then you maybe have to be very little bit careful, because if you are working in your home or in your office in a latest Excel version, and where you taken your file, the computer, it has installed the early version of Excel, then problems can be occur. Sometimes your file can't open in that computer. Therefore, if you are taking your file to somewhere else and you don't know the Excel version in that computer, then it is better to save it in in early format of Excel. Then if you're using, for an example, I am using now Excel 2010, and I want to take this to take a printout to a photocopy shop, and I am taking that file to photocopy shop, and when I go there, I notice that they are using Excel 2003 or something. Then my file will not be open there. Therefore, it is better to save it is your Excel sheet, Excel file using a early format. Then you, without any doubt, you can open in any computer using Excel older version, by using Excel older version. So how to do that? You have to go to file, then go to save as, then you have to select the location you want to save. I am selecting desktop, then keep the file name what you want. I am typing a lookup old, and then save as. Now I am changing this to Excel 97 2003, and click that and click save. Then it is ask your version is what you are using, the version you are using is uh, newer, and if you are saving it in the Excel 97 2003 format, some features may not be worked there, but you know, now you know it, so by knowing it you can continue. So it will save. Now if you minimize this document and if you go to the desktop and see, you can see Neluka old Excel file. This file you can open by using any older version of Excel. So it is every time you are saving a document, and if you are taking that document to some other place to work with another place computer, then it is better to save in these both formats. Then when you are go when after you go to that computer and that computer have the latest version of Excel, then without any doubt you can work with your normal file. But if that computer don't have any latest version of Excel, then you can use the other file and work from that computer, right? Then uh, check in your Excel sheet information. After you work in Excel sheet, or if you have if you get an Excel file from someone else, then if you want to check the information on that file, very easily you can do. What you have to do is just click on the file, and then it will show all the informations in relating to that Excel workbook. It will show where it has saved. Now that file is in my desktop, this file. So it's show admin desktop Neluka old. Then it is showing the size of the file 27.5 kilobyte. Then also it will show the related dates last modified. It has modified uh, 3 2 p.m. today last. It has created 2006 5:30 a.m. So last printed, this document never printed. So the information in relation to Excel sheet and the Excel file, it will show here. You can search for the information by using this information tab, right? Then how to protect your Excel sheet, right? So to protect your Excel sheet, you can use password, because when you are giving your Excel sheet to someone else, he can do the modification if you are not protected by a password. For an example, think you are preparing a budget, and to get a printout, you are giving your boss clerk to get the printout your Excel file. Then if he want to put you in trouble, he can change a single cell, and then the total budget document will get changed. The calculations will get changed. Therefore, it is better to put a password and give the document, because when you are giving your Excel file to someone else, definitely you should have to put a password, and you should have to protect that file and give it to someone else. Then how to do this? We'll see how to do this. So how to protect your Excel worksheet? To protect your Excel worksheet, uh, you have to do you have to go to File menu and then click Save As. Then no, sorry. To protect your Excel worksheet, you have to go to File. Then you have to go to Information. Then you can see there is option called Permission. Here there is a little drop down arrow. Then click here and then click Encrypt with Password. Then what you have to do is just you have to give a password. When you are giving a password, please remember password at least must be 8 characters long, because for a strong password, at least you have to have 8 characters. When you are creating the password, use capital letters, simple letters, numeric numbers, and special characters. So now I am going to create a good password. I am typing here uh, what I'm going to type: A, capital A, B, C, D, E at 1 2 3. Then click OK. Then it is asking to confirm the password again: capital A, B, C, D, E at 1 2 3. Then click OK. Right now that document uh, had created the password. Now you have to save this document. Click Save. Then yes. So it is asking to save in a different name and give Neluka password protected and save in the desktop. Click Save. Right. Now I am closing this document, and now you can see there is Excel sheet Neluka password protected. Now try to open this document. When you are going to open this document, now it asking for a password. If you give a wrong password, I am typing ABC at 1 2 3 and click OK. Will it open? No. that file will not open. You have to give the correct password. So again, I have to close this one and open. It's asking for the password. I'm typing capital A B C D E at 123. Now click OK. Now you can see that document get open using the given password. So very easily you can give a password to your Excel file. Then no one can open without knowing your password. Then check recent Excel files you used. When you are working in Excel software, if you want to know what are the recent files you had worked with in Excel, very easily you can do that. You have to click File, then go to Recent tab. Then you can see there are so many documents. These are the documents very recently I worked with. So by clicking any of this document, you can open that document in a single click. Right. Then Excel options. When you are using Excel, you can modify your Excel software according to your preferences or according to your requirement. Some basic modifications you can do. For an example, now in default, if you are going to enter characters or enter something into your cells, it is automatically, this is the font and this is the font size. This is how it's come default. If you want, you can change this. Again, uh, in a menu, under a menu, I told there are, we are called tab groups. In home, under clipboard tab group, there are 1 2 3 4 tools. If you want to add another tool to this, then you can do it. You can customize your Excel interface. Again, we are calling this as quick access toolbar. Now there are only 3 tools: save, undo and redo. If you want to put something else to this quick access toolbar, then you can add it. So these kind of changes you can do using Excel options. Another example, in a Excel sheet, normally there are Excel workbook, there are normally 3 sheets, 1 2 3. But if you want it to make normally to come 5 sheet, then by using options you can do it. I will show you. Go to file, then go to option, and you can see in the option in general, under general, you can see few options. You can change the color scheme. Now the color scheme is blue. If you don't prefer, you can change the color scheme to black. Select black and click OK. Can you see now it turns into black? Right. File, option, I'll change back to blue. Then use this font size, body font. Now the size is 11 in default, but if you want, you can change this to how much? 14 or something. I am putting 14. And then normally there are 3 sheets. I'll change it to 5. Then username. Here admin. If you want, you can put your name here. Then each and every document you are working with your computer, when someone else go to the information and look for the information in your Excel sheet, then it will show your name, who is the modifier, your name. So if you want, you can put your name here by deleting admin. Now click OK. Right. For your changes to be you have to restart to effect these changes. Click OK. Now I close this document and open a new Excel workbook. Excel 2010. Now can you see, in default, previously it gives 3 worksheet. Now it's increased up to 5. The font size earlier it's 11. Now it is 14. Can you see? These are the changes we had did here. So likewise, we can modify our Excel sheet and Excel workbook according to our preference. If you go to file and information, we'll check. Earlier it shows here author as admin. Now it's showing as Nelukal. So anyone know, anyone who open this document know, this document is belongs to Nelukal. So likewise, you can do the formattings and you can change the preference in Excel file. I will show a few more things. You can go to options. Now I'll change this thing to default. Font size 11. This to 3. And this it is okay to use as Nelukal. And then click OK. Okay. File. Options. In formulas you can do the modifications in relation to formula. So no need to change much here because these are all default things are okay, so no need to change these things. And then if you come to proofing, then when you are proofreading your Excel worksheet using grammar checking, then if you put a tick here, ignore word in uppercase. The uppercase letter words will not check by your spelling and grammar checker. But if you are remove this tick, then when spelling checker works, it will check for the uppercase letters also, uppercase word also. Then ignore words that contain numbers. If you put a tick here, when you are checking the grammar and spelling using grammar and spelling checker, it will ignore the words with numbers. But if you remove this tick, it will check the words with numbers also for the grammar and spelling checking. So likewise, you can do this modification, right? You can change the dictionary language. Here it is English US. If you want, you can change it to something else, English UK. Then when it's check the spellings, it will use the English UK. But here it will check the English United States. Then when you are saving, you can change the place you are saving. Its default, it has gets saved here. Default file location, user admin document. If you want, you can change this default location to desktop by changing here. And there are so many other things. You can leisurely try these things and check what will happen. Then under language, you can do other settings. In advanced, there are a few other settings too. When you are entering something into Excel with decimal numbers, default it will limited to 2 decimal numbers. You can change this if you like. You can change it to 4. Then in each Excel workbook you are opening, these settings will get applied. Then customize ribbon. You can customize the ribbon. For an example, now in the ribbon under the home menu, in that tab group, you can see only 1, 2, 3, 4 tools. But if you want, you can add something else to this one. For an example, uh, if you want to add email or fill color under this tab, then you have to go to the main tab here, and then you can see the tab groups, clipboard, font, then alignment. Can you see? So go to the where you want to insert this fill color. I'm go to clipboard, and here I will select this one and add. I will select clipboard and select this one. Okay, if you want, you can create a new group using the tabs what you want. I am click new group. Under that, I'll add fill colors. Again, I will add, I'm going to add this one, this email one to that one, that group. Then click OK. Then see what was happened there. See, there is a new tab group has been created, new group. Under that, the tools what I had add there will display here, shading and email. I had created a new group inside the ribbon under home menu and add the tools what I preferred there, right? So if you want to change it to default, then go to file, go to option and go to customize ribbon and click reset. Reset only selected ribbon tab, reset all customization. Click reset all customization, then click and yes. And click OK and go there and check. Now under home, the new tab collection is not there. Tab group is not there. It has disappeared. Likewise, you can customize the quick access toolbar. Now in the quick access toolbar, there are only 3 tools: undo, redo and save. But if you want, you can add more tools here. What you need to do that, go to file, then go to option and then go to quick access toolbar. And now there are only 3 tools. If you want, you can add more tools there. I want to add fill color tool to quick access tool. Then select the fill color, then add. Now click OK. See, now quick access toolbar it has 4 tools now. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to reset the quick access toolbar, then go to option, quick access toolbar, reset only quick access toolbar, reset all customization. If you want only to reset the quick access toolbar, then click reset only quick access toolbar and yes, and click OK. Now it has reset. Now you can see the color tool inside the quick access toolbar. Then add in trusted center. These are not very important, so you can leisurely check what you can do with these steps. Any customization to your Excel document, you can do it by using this option tab in the Excel. So click OK and I will close this document, don't save, and again I am opening your test document. Now you know what are the things and what are the components in Excel sheet. Then you know how to move around the Excel worksheet, and then you know how to jump to a specific cell, last cell, first cell. Then you know how to save a Excel worksheet or a workbook, and how to save it in a different name in a different location, and how to convert it into PDF and save, and how to save it by using older version option. Then how to check your Excel sheet. We didn't do that. So how to protect your Excel sheet, then how to check recently work files with your Excel, then how to change the options in the Excel, and you know how to check the information in the Excel also. And now we have to do to inspect your document before handing over, because after you finalizing your document, Before handing over that document, you should have to check. Not actually, it is not check. You have to inspect your document, because sometimes there may be hidden rows and columns. Sometimes there may be some unnecessary informations that you had entered in the Excel. So definitely you have to check for these errors. For an example, I'll go to sheet number 2 and I am entering few names here. And then Saman, Kamal, Kumar, Prabhat. I want the total marks of these students. I want to give a report, the student names and the total marks. I don't want to give the subject marks. So, but when I do the calculation, I need the subject marks, because to get the total marks, I need the subject marks also. So here, maths, then science, and this is the total marks column, right? Then I am entering maths, this girl, and scored 90 and 85. Then Saman 45, 75, 45, 75, and Kamal 60 and 35, and Kumar 85, 75, and Prabhat 60 and 55. So to get the total marks, I need these two columns, and now I am getting the total marks 90 plus 85. Then this is the total marks column, right? I want to give only these two columns, name column and the total marks. So after doing this calculation, for the time being, I am hiding these two columns. Later, I hope to delete these columns. So I am going to do something. For the time being, I am hide this column. Right. Now, after a 1 month or 2 month period, when some my superior boss or someone asked for this document, I forget there are two hidden columns. Oh, if I am going to give this document to someone else to get a printout or something, I forget there are two hidden columns, and I am giving this document, and if he or she if wants, they can open this document and they can see there are two hidden columns, right? So before handing over any document to your superior or someone else, definitely you should have to check or inspect the document. To do that, you have to go to File and then go to this option, Information, and then check for issues. When you click here, there is an option called Inspect Document. Click here. Then it is asking to inspect your document, then click yes. Then it is asking for what things it is inspecting. These things they are going to inspect: comments and annotation, document properties and personal information, headers and footers, hidden rows and columns. These things they are in Excel, they are going to inspect. I click inspect. Now it is inspect, and it's telling there are hidden rows and columns inside my document. So then you suddenly remember you hide two columns. Then what you can do, by clicking here, you can remove those columns if you need. If not, you can go to that place and you can check whether those columns are important or not to have in the document. So this is how we are inspecting a document. It's telling, see, hidden rows and columns, number of hidden columns found 2, right? Okay. Then again, here you can check the accessibility. By clicking this, the Excel will check your document for the accessibility issues. For an example, I'll show you. Go to home again. I am rename these things because when you are preparing Excel workbook, you have to rename the worksheets by giving a relevant name. For an example here, I'll give rename this as first part. Here I am going to do the testing. So I'll give rename this Excel worksheet as testing. And this worksheet I'll keep as it is. I forget to give a name here. Rename. So this is how the Excel workbooks looks like now. So first part, I there are three worksheets. I rename three worksheet, but I forget to rename the third worksheet giving a relevant name. So if you check this Excel sheet before handing over for the issues, then if you are click on check accessibility, then it will show. See, warning, default sheet names sheet 3. It's showing you didn't rename the sheet 3. So if someone access to your Excel workbook, he or she maybe face few difficulties in identifying your Excel worksheets. So Excel suggests you to, if you don't want, you can delete this worksheet, or else you can rename this one. I will rename this as extra. If I have only extra works, I'll do it here. So rename extra. Right now, it's as soon as you name it, show no accessibility issues found. People with disabilities should not have difficulty reading this workbook. So this workbook normally okay for the other people. Then finally, you can check for the compatibility. For an example, if you are click on here, it will show these features will not work with Excel 97 and 2003. So you know, if you go to a computer that have Excel 97 2003, and if you downgrade this Excel file and you try to open in that computer, then you maybe lose these features. So you can inspect your document before handing over the document to someone else. Definitely you have to do this, right? So finally, in this section, under the first lesson, I will teach you how to select a range of cells at once. For an example, I will show you a classic example. Uh, I have these Excel files. These are stock files. So there are so many stock records here. For an example, I am open this file. You can see there are 1 to 21,406. There are 21,406 accession numbers are there. That means these numbers, barcode numbers are there. So at once, what if you want to uh, copy and paste this accession number to a different file, what you have to do? Then you have to select like this, drag and select. Then how long it will take to select all these numbers? If you have, think if you have 10 files like this and you have to taking the numbers from those files and creating a one file, then what you have to do? You have to open the first file and then you have to select these things like this. It will take a lot of time, and then you have to click copy and paste, right? If not, if you are click like this, then it will highlight the whole column. Then can you see it is go beyond these numbers. So how to select only these barcode numbers only from 1 to yeah, 1 to 21,406. How to select at once? What you have to do is you have to go to the first cell and keep your cursor there. Then press Control, Shift and down arrow key. See, in one shot, it will select all the datas in that row, only the datas in that row. Then you can just click copy and you can paste it to here. Can paste it, right? So very easily you can, by using Control, Shift and down arrow key, very easily you can select set of data entered cell at once, right? So this is the end of the lesson 1, and now I will give 30 minutes to do I'll give 30 minutes to practice these things, right?